statistic a few years ago that 1 in 10 Americans will drink a bottle of champagne this year. And I find that to be completely unacceptable. So how do we help people understand, you know, this is not one of these luxury goods that's unaffordable. It is affordable.
Right.
It's the only substance I know that immediately positively changes the sentiment of everyone who enjoys it. And it's something that in that capacity in these days that we all need more of in our life. So how do you help teach people to get out beyond what they're thinking of, really start to enjoy themselves more and embrace the beautiful things you're doing here?
Well, I think you have a good point, and I think the wine itself will do a lot of that. The wine itself will work that magic on people. It always does. What our job is to do two things, I think, and it's two almost opposite ends of the spectrum. Is one, on the connoisseurship side, on the people that are serious about wine and food, we need to show them that they can take champagne seriously as well. You can go to so many fine dining restaurants in this country and their champagne program is nil. They don't put any effort into it. They don't treat it like a fine wine. So we need that, but then what we need on the other side is for some people to take it less seriously. You know, the people that think it's about $500 bottles, that think it's about only for celebration. We need them to be a little looser about it, a little less serious about it, and realize that it can be an everyday drink. It is an everyday drink, and when you finally get in that club where you're enjoying it all the time, you never get out of it.
So I think the final piece of that puzzle is that there are a number of people who really have a little bit of knowledge about champagne and make these inflammatory statements about some of the houses that have really helped shape the industry in an effort to make themselves seem smarter. You know, the number of people I hear say, you know, I don't drink Dom Perignon because it's no good. It's an absolutely ludicrous statement. The wine is beautiful, it's beautifully made. Clicquot for years has, you know, really helped open people's eyes to champagne. But what I can say across the board is that there aren't bad wines made in the region. Champagne as a whole makes beautiful product. And so we should get in and enjoy it. We should experiment with different size formats. We should try rosés. We should try drier champagne, sweeter champagne, because they are beautifully made. And I find that the people who really actually know something about the product are able to see the beauty from each of the different houses.
I completely agree. I was with the export director for Gosset actually a few weeks ago, and he made a very simple but just wise statement. He said, in the United States, said it doesn't come over here if it isn't at least good. We're not, they won't, you know. He said there is some bad champagne out there, but you guys will never see it.
Well, that's
you
good to
know,
know.
And I think,
and certainly not at Pops, correct?
Right. Well, you know, it has become very trendy to kind of poo-poo the big boys lately in favor of the growers and whatnot. And I love grower champagne. I love what it's done for the overall appreciation. But I think that's what's key, is that what it has done is it's got people interested in it as a wine, not as a brand. And when you start looking at it as a wine, then you can make your own decisions on whether you like Dom or not, or whether you like Clicquot. They're all good wines, you know, but when you start looking at it as what's in the bottle instead of what's in the marketing and what's that, then you'll figure it out.
Well, let's do this. Let's break for a second. Let's start to dig in a little bit about a little bit of the history of the region, the unique terroir, and some of the little treasures that are in that region, and give people a little bit more education. All right? So thanks. Always great seeing you. Look forward to it. Thank you.